every time I came back to India, there was so much to catch up on what I had missed. I was also overwhelmed. I was like, bro, BGMI को 2 minute छोड़ दो, पहले VCT का देख लेने दो. Like my priority is VCT right now. Like as a league team, our priority is VCT always, because that is a very big responsibility. The kind of deliverables that we have, the kind of agreements that we have, it's all paperwork, and it's a fixed guaranteed annual revenue for us. Like as a company, as a business, that is the one source of revenue that is fixed and guaranteed, that we chase and we need to be very aware of, right, as a business, because that's how business is run. It's guaranteed annual recurring revenue because we've got signed contracts and we've got signed deliverables, whether it's with a brand or whether it is with the league or whether it is with our players or just everything in general, right? How GE is not having any financial issues like NA, I'm proud of it, but curious. We do have financial issues, but our spend is not as much as them, so our financial issues don't burden us as much as them. Since we've gotten into the league, it is a lot more. So of course we have to think very differently, because earlier जहाँ हम 1-2 लाख की बात करते थे, अभी 1-2 करोड़ की बात करते हैं. So that level has completely changed now. Like even when we are talking to partners and brands and sponsors and other league owners, people who are actively in this space, who we are either competing against or who we are taking help from and building out. So it's just, that's the current scenario that we're in. Thankfully, we don't have as much as a burn as most other esports orgs, but it's difficult, man. It's not easy. I really feel bad for the orgs in NA that are struggling so much to just make ends meet. There are so many orgs shutting down. Like even when we enter the FaZe warehouse, they have a massive warehouse. Like उनका इतना बड़ा, कम से कम 200 लोग काम करते थे, अब 30 लोग काम करते हैं. They had to let go of so many people just to be able to afford paying the bills of that month. Like they had to let go of people to be able to afford to pay the bills. And of course they are restructuring and doing a lot more. But it's just, that's the reality. Esports is expensive without too many options for monetization. People are still figuring out what they can do and how. So it's hard to really put anything on it. I think each region has its own problems. India has different issues that NA will not have to face. NA has different issues that India will not have to face. So I think it's always going to be some or the other issue that's going to happen, and that's ठीक है, क्या करेगा, है तो है.